In the seat pocket right in front of your knees, there is a biological petri dish. Right now, a colony of E. coli is living there, and it can survive for up to 168 hours. That is an entire week of bacteria waiting for your phone or your snacks. Airlines are banking on your ignorance. They want you to pay a 60% markup for a simple taxi ride and hit you with a $95 fine for a suitcase that is just 1 inch too long. The system is rigged to extract every possible cent from your wallet. The airport is a financial minefield, but you don't have to be a victim. You have 12 rules to navigate this landscape and come out with your money and your sanity intact. Here is Rule 1 of 12. Rule 1 of 12. Did you know that requesting a rideshare from Los Angeles International, LAX, can cost you nearly double what you paid to get dropped off? It is not just a random surge. It is a calculated geofence surcharge. Chloe, a 22-year-old librarian, stood at the curb in the designated rideshare zone. Her flight landed at 6:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. Her ride to the terminal that morning cost exactly $42. Now, as she looked at her phone, the app flashed a staggering $78. The airport adds hidden access fees to every single pickup. They are betting that you are too tired to care. Chloe felt that familiar surge of frustration. She looked at the long line of people waiting for their cars, all of them paying the same inflated rate. Stop. Don't be like them. The system is designed to trap you in a high-priced zone. Most major airports have a pricing dead zone. Instead of requesting the ride from the arrivals terminal, Chloe hopped on the free shuttle to the nearest airport hotel, about a mile away. It was a 10-minute ride. Once she stepped into the hotel lobby, she refreshed the app. The price dropped by $25 instantly. The geofence was gone. This strategy doesn't work every single time, as high demand can hit any area during rush hour. However, escaping the mandatory airport pickup fee is a consistent win. Chloe saved enough money for dinner just by moving a few blocks. Smart move, cheap ride. You just beat the ride-share trap. But that is nothing compared to how they manipulate your brain once you step inside the terminal. Rule 2 of 12. Liam, a 28-year-old graphic designer, stood paralyzed at Prague, PRG. He was rushing to catch a flight back to the States, but the main security queue looked like a 2-mile-long snake. His heart pounded. He had only 45 minutes until boarding started. Every second felt like a pound of weight on his chest. He watched hundreds of travelers shuffle forward an inch at a time. They were following the herd. They are banking on your ignorance. Here is the fix. At many international hubs like Prague, PRG, security isn't just one giant bottleneck. There are often secondary checkpoints tucked away near the ends of the terminal or on a different floor. Liam didn't panic. Instead of joining the 500-person line, he walked 300 feet toward the connector terminal. He found a small checkpoint with exactly 4 people in line. The airline won't tell you this because they want to keep the flow predictable. Look for signs that say, "All gates," in a smaller font. Liam cleared security in less than 5 minutes. Checking for a second entrance takes only 60 seconds of your time. Liam made his flight. Anxiety turned into relief. But saving time is just the start. You're entering a zone built to separate you from your cash through psychological design. Rule 3 of 12. When Wyatt, a 41-year-old accountant, arrived at Washington Dulles, IAD, last Tuesday, he did exactly what his brain was wired to do. He saw a massive line at the first security checkpoint and joined it immediately. He didn't even look around. It is a primal instinct to follow the crowd. Wyatt waited for 30 minutes, checking his watch every 30 seconds. He followed the herd. 85% of travelers are doing something right now that makes their airport experience 10 minutes longer, and it is entirely instinctual. Human psychology dictates that we assume the first entrance is the only one. Wyatt stood behind a family of 5, struggling with 4 strollers and a dozen small liquids. The air was stale. His feet hurt. He wasted nearly half an hour just standing still. Time is money. Here is Rule 3 of 12. At airports like Washington Dulles, IAD, many checkpoints are connected behind the scenes. Instead of joining the first line, Wyatt should have walked just 200 feet further to the next lane. Often, the lanes furthest from the entrance are significantly shorter. Look for the lane furthest to the left. Research suggests that right-handed people naturally drift toward the right side of a room. Go left. Use your eyes. This doesn't work every single time, as sometimes every lane is packed during peak hours. But in most cases, the extra 50 yards of walking pays off. Wyatt eventually made it through, but he was exhausted and frustrated. Don't be a victim. Wyatt saved his sanity, but his wallet was still at risk because of the carpet effect. Rule 4 of 12. Have you ever noticed how the gate area feels strangely like a cozy living room compared to the rest of the terminal? Marcus, a 39-year-old chef, was navigating Dublin, DUB, during a stressful layover. He was exhausted. His feet ached from walking the hard tile of the main concourse. The moment he stepped onto the thick, patterned carpet near his gate, he felt a wave of relief. It felt inviting. It felt safe. It was a calculated psychological trap. Industry experts admit that plush flooring isn't there for your relaxation. It is designed to slow you down by exactly 7%. Soft surfaces trigger a lounge response in the human brain. You stop rushing. You relax. You spend. Marcus stood there, confused as to why he was suddenly browsing luxury magazines he had never read. The airport was keeping him in the spending zone. The airline won't tell you this, but every inch of that terminal is engineered to separate you from your cash. This isn't a secret protocol, just clever retail psychology. Marcus ended up spending $22 on snacks he didn't need, just because he felt settled. Stay alert, even when it feels cozy. A carpet trap is nothing compared to the deceptive world of airport shopping. Rule 5 of 12. Over 80% of duty-free luxury goods are priced higher than what you would find at a standard online retailer. That is the reality behind the tax-free promises. Scarlett, a 29-year-old marketing manager from Kansas City, MCI, found this out while killing time before her departure. Boredom took over. She wandered into a high-end boutique and spotted a designer fragrance for $95. It looked like a steal compared to boutique prices in the city. Scarlett assumed the airport was her lucky break. She was wrong. The airline won't tell you this, but duty-free is often a luxury trap designed for people with bored brains and full wallets. Airport retailers pay astronomical rent to occupy those terminal spaces. To survive, they mark up items by 20 or 30%. You might save on the local sales tax, but you are losing far more on the inflated base price. Before you swipe your card, check your phone. A quick search usually reveals that the deal is just a clever illusion. Scarlett realized later she could have saved $20 at a local mall. Boredom is expensive. Always check the MSRP. Don't be a victim. Subscribe to beat the system. You just saved $50 on perfume, but that is nothing compared to the nightmare of losing your suitcase. Rule 6 of 12. Check your baggage tracker before trusting the airline's app. Elena, a 47-year-old dentist, sat at her gate in Helsinki, HEL, staring out the window at the rainy tarmac. Her flight was boarding, and the official airline app flashed a green check mark indicating her baggage was loaded. But the system is rigged. She pulled up her own tracking app. Her suitcase wasn't in the cargo hold. It was sitting alone on a luggage cart 500 feet away in the pouring rain. The dread set in. If she boarded now, her professional gear and medical equipment would be 4,500 miles away by morning. The airline tracker is often just a scan of a manifest, not a real-time GPS location. They are banking on your ignorance. Elena didn't panic. She walked to the gate agent and calmly showed him the live GPS location of her bag on her phone screen. She explained that her tracker showed the bag was still at the transfer point. The agent checked his screen, which still showed the bag as loaded. He paused. He made a quick call. 5 minutes later, a tug pulled up to the plane. Her bag was tossed into the hold just as the cargo door hissed shut. Stop. This only worked because she had proof. Always use a Bluetooth tracker. Agents can't always stop a plane, but a time-stamped location helps you file a claim faster if the bag truly goes missing. Elena made her flight with her gear. Information is power. Your bag, your rules. You just saved your luggage from a trip to nowhere. But digital security is just as important as physical security. Rule 7 of 12. When Julian, a 51-year-old architect, reached the lounge at Vienna, VIE, he did what most travelers do. He snapped a photo of his boarding pass and a drink. He posted it to social media with a caption about his 2-week vacation. Within minutes, his location was broadcast to strangers. They are banking on your ignorance to know exactly when your house is empty. By sharing that pass, Julian accidentally leaked his full name, his frequent flyer number, and his booking reference. Burglars don't need to break a window when you have handed them the keys via a hashtag. Post now, pay later. The airline won't tell you this, but your digital footprint is your biggest vulnerability. Here is the fix. Wait until you are home to post those photos. If you must share in real time, never include your boarding pass or luggage tags in the frame. Use an app to blur every single barcode. In recent years, nearly 60% of travelers who faced home break-ins had posted about their trip online beforehand. It is a simple shift that keeps your home safe while you are at 30,000 feet. Silence is your shield. You don't need to go off the grid entirely, but taking 30 seconds to check your privacy settings reduces your risk profile. Julian returned to a safe home because a friend warned him to delete his post before he landed. Smart sharing saves homes. You just saved your house from a break-in, but that security won't help your wallet when it comes to booking your next flight. Rule 8 of 12. Do you still believe that booking your flight on a Tuesday afternoon is the ultimate secret to cheap travel? Naomi, a 56-year-old pharmacist from Salt Lake City, SLC, spent hours tracking a flight to Denver, DEN, waiting for that magic Tuesday window. She saved $10 on the fare, but booked her departure for a Sunday at 5 p.m. Big mistake. Sunday is the most expensive day to be in the sky. The airline won't tell you this, but they jack up prices for weekend travelers. This is where they get you. The real secret isn't when you buy, it is when you fly. Instead of following the Tuesday booking myth, look at the midweek slide. By flying on a Tuesday or Wednesday, Naomi could have saved nearly $150. Aim for the 6 a.m. flight or a late red-eye. These slots are less crowded and less prone to the cascade effect of delays that ruin weekend travel. Naomi now only flies midweek, avoiding the Sunday rush at Salt Lake City, SLC. You pass, you save. Understand that midweek travel isn't a guaranteed 50% discount, but it consistently offers the lowest fares in dynamic pricing models. Naomi saved enough on her ticket to pay for 2 nights at her hotel. Smart flyers win. You just saved $150 on your ticket, but that cash disappears the moment the gate agent flags your overweight carry-on. Rule 9 of 12. Many travelers assume that if they can squeeze a bag through the gate, they are safe. Wrong. Airlines are now using laser scanners that can catch an extra inch from 20 feet away. Victor, a 26-year-old photographer, stood in the boarding line at Paris, CDG, feeling confident. He had used the same rolling bag for years without an issue. But the gate agent today had a sharp eye and signaled him to step aside immediately. His bag was exactly 23 inches long, including the wheels. The limit was strictly 22 inches. The agent didn't argue. He just pointed to the credit card reader for a $95 fee. They profit, you lose. The airline won't tell you this, but you have options before that scanner hits. Wear your bulkiest items. Victor could have put on his heavy jacket and stuffed his pockets with chargers to reduce the bag's depth. Another move is the voluntary gate check play. Approach the desk before boarding and ask if the flight is full. If you offer to check the bag for free to help the crew, agents often ignore minor size issues just to clear the overhead bin space. It turns a potential fine into a helpful gesture. This isn't a 100% guarantee, but being proactive usually stops the agent from reaching for the card reader. Victor learned his lesson the hard way. Don't be a victim. You just saved $100, but that won't help you if your gear fails in the middle of the terminal. Rule 10 of 12. Check your luggage wheels before you even think about leaving for the airport. A $100 suitcase with the wrong wheels is just a very heavy, expensive box. Ruby, a 63-year-old real estate agent from Boston, found this out during a frantic dash through Boston Logan, BOS. She had spent $120 on a stylish bag that looked great in the store. It felt light and modern. But the moment she hit the terminal floor with a 45-pound load, reality set in. The wheels shrieked and wobbled. By the time Ruby reached gate B17, one wheel had snapped off entirely. Cheap gear. Expensive mistake. The airline industry won't tell you this, but they profit from your gear failing. They are banking on your ignorance, so you will buy a $300 replacement at the airport gift shop. Stop buying luggage with plastic rivets. Look for recessed, ball-bearing wheels. These are designed to survive a 50-pound stress test and uneven pavement. If you navigate old city streets, choose two-wheel rollers over four-wheel spinners. They last longer and have fewer points of failure. It is that simple. You just saved $150 on a new bag. But that is nothing compared to the physical toll of a long-haul flight if you aren't prepared for Rule 11. Rule 11 of 12. Silas, a 58-year-old engineer from Raleigh, sat at gate D2 in Charlotte, CLT, staring at the massive Boeing 777. He had a 10-hour flight ahead of him. The dread was real. His back already ached, and the thought of being trapped in a tiny seat felt like a nightmare. The airline won't tell you this, but they profit from your discomfort by pushing expensive, last-minute seat upgrades. They are banking on your ignorance. Silas knew a better way. Instead of fighting the clock, he prepared his body 48 hours early by shifting his sleep schedule by just 1 hour. He wore loose layers to combat the 68-degree cabin air. At Charlotte, CLT, he grabbed a large bottle of water, avoiding the tiny 4-ounce cups provided on board. Hydration is the key to surviving altitude. He didn't use magic pills. He simply used a high-quality neck pillow and blocked out the blue light from the seatback screen. Stop. Most people just stare at the map for hours, which keeps the brain in a state of high alert. Don't be a victim. This isn't a guaranteed teleportation device, but for Silas, that 10-hour stretch felt manageable. He landed feeling like a human being rather than a zombie. Smart travelers win. You just mastered the sky nap, but even a good rest won't save you from the invisible biohazard waiting in front of you. Rule 12 of 12. Do you ever think about what is actually hiding in that seatback pocket right in front of your knees? You might use it to stash your phone, your Kindle, or a bag of pretzels. Stop. Maya, a 33-year-old translator, was settling into her seat at Milan, MXP, for a long flight home. She tucked her personal items into the mesh pocket, unaware of the biological petri dish she was touching. What Maya didn't see were the remnants left by dozens of previous passengers. We are talking about used tissues, discarded gum, and worse. Microbiologists have found that these pockets can harbor bacteria like E. coli for up to 168 hours. That is an entire week. The airline won't tell you this, but the deep cleaning process for these pockets is almost non-existent during quick turnarounds. Most crews have less than 15 minutes to clear the entire cabin. They grab the large pieces of trash, but they almost never sanitize the fabric or the mesh. If you must use it, bring a gallon-sized plastic bag from home. Slide the bag into the pocket first, then put your items inside. This creates a sterile barrier between your belongings and the grime. Maya learned the hard way when she developed a minor skin rash by mid-flight. Always keep a 2-ounce bottle of sanitizer ready. Stay clean. Stay safe. If you don't know these rules, the airport will take your money and your health every time. Want to fly like a CEO on an economy budget? Smash that subscribe button and let's beat the system together.